Argentina are in something like a 4-4-2, just with Messi, I'd expect, out the fixed position, just floating either out wide or deep to get on the ball. Here's the ball. Paredes crunches into the tackle on Casemiro. Breaks free for Messi. Messi darts forward and finds Di Maria. Di Maria indeed playing off that right when many thought if Di Maria came into the side it would be as a straight swap for Nico Gonzalez to maintain that 4-3-3 shape and play him on the left. A bold move at this point of the tournament to change things up this dramatically by Lionel Scaloni. Here's Marquinhos. Danilo. Goes back to Marquinhos. Fred. Brazil slowly making their way forward. Lucas Paquetá. Two swarm around him, win the ball for Argentina. Otamendi high up the pitch. Looks to work it down the line and wins Argentina a throw. Marquinhos demanding more options when they're bringing the ball out there. Lucas Paquetá dropping in to try and get the ball to his feet, followed all the way by Otamendi. The luck would suggest that Argentina are going to have a go at Brazil as Marcos Acuna gets down that left-hand side. Danilo wins a free kick as he just goes shoulder to shoulder with Acuna. We've seen most teams come up against Brazil, even those that have had moderate success. We saw Colombia frustrate them long periods in that group stage game, which resulted in a controversial Brazil win. We saw Peru really improve in the second half in their semi-final before succumbing to that first half goal. Early bit of trickery from Neymar, draws a cheer from the crowd. We haven't really seen a team decide to go at Brazil, play them on the front foot. As it looks as though Argentina may try and do tonight. Perhaps that second half display by Peru enough. Lautaro Martinez spots the run of Di Maria and Thiago Silva across the chested down. Well covered by the Chelsea defender. Lautaro Martinez wins it back for Argentina, finds Messi. It's an advantage played here by Esteban Ostojic. And Messi questions why he doesn't go back for the free kick. Three players around Messi, no one in front of him. The Argentina number 10 just questions where the advantage exactly was. Casemiro brings Brazil forward. Here's Neymar. And there's another good tackle by Leandro Paredes. Lo Celso. Paquetá nicks it. Both teams quickly into the challenge, looking to win the ball back as soon as possible. Lively tempo to this one after almost 8 minutes here at the Maracanã. Marquinhos. It's the diagonal, looking for Renan Lodge, who's pushed up down the left, and Angel Di Maria just gets enough on that header to put it out for a throw. And even just a throw down there in the corner is enough to bring the crowd to life. Cannot understate how nice it is to have supporters back. Here's Neymar into the box. Paredes picks up the loose ball. Trips Paredes. It's going to be a free kick to Argentina. And even just a few thousand inside this huge Maracanã, there is that feeling of an atmosphere for a final. Neymar laying on the party tricks early. A lick over the head of Giovanni Nelson. Casemiro. Little flick from Neymar, Richarlison, but Cristian Romero is there for Argentina. How much of a gamble that be as well for Argentina? Cristian Romero struggling with a knee injury, couldn't play in the quarterfinals or the semi-final. He's only played twice in this Copa America, but in just a handful of appearances making his debut before the Copa and World Cup qualification, Cristian Romero has now become the most important defender for Argentina, as is evident by the fact that he's been rushed back for this final. She's going to bring that free kick back, the ball rolling. Paredes. Here is Romero. No signs of that knee injury in the opening 10 minutes. Admittedly, has he too stretched so far? Otamendi bringing it up over halfway. Looks for Acuna, who gets a touch and might beat Everton here. Acuna. Everton gets back to do the defensive job there and wins a throw for Brazil, to the dismay of Marcos Acuna. Acuna's inclusion as well, a sign of Argentina wanting to play on the front foot and provide that width down the left. Converted very much to the full-back position from a wing midfield position at club level when he came through in Argentina with Ferro, Carlos Westner, Racing Club. He just adds a little bit more dynamism than Nicolas Tagliafico down that flat. De Paul tries to help it to Di Maria, but goes to Fred. Renan Lodge can bring it away down the left. He's got Neymar with him. Neymar, Maria back covering. The ball in behind for Renan Lodge. Cristian Romero's across strongly. And Cristian Romero is down injured, clattered by Renan Lodge as he puts it behind. And the free kick against Renan Lodge saves Argentina from conceding a corner. Romero certainly has the more recovery pace from the available set defenders, able to make those kind of recovering challenges. Otamendi. Neymar just forcing him wide, and a little bit fortunate there. The ball does break now though to Brazil. Leandro Paredes again quickly in to dispossess Lucas Paquetá momentarily. Danilo goes back to Marquinhos. Brazil come forward again. Argentina back in two banks of four defending. Lautaro, Martinez and Messi, the front two pressing as it's clipped forward towards Richarlison, nodded down. Neymar could get there. Neymar gets the shot away. The initial shot's blocked, and eventually Gonzalo Montiel is able to clear. Just a little bit of space for a moment there as Richarlison won the header and looked into the path of Neymar approaching on the edge. Warning sign there as Leandro Paredes is caught in possession. Lucas Paquetá looking the ball in behind, wins a free kick. Neymar has had his shorts ripped in the process, and Brazil lead the complaints now. Lucas Paquetá with some ripped socks as well. And after Fred's early yellow card, I think Brazil want to see a bit of parity. And Otamendi may hold his hands up, but catches Lucas Paquetá late there. Avoids going into the referee's book as Richarlison continues those discussions with the referee. Marquinhos trots forward to the edge of the box. Emi Martinez organises his defence. Brazil just starting to come into the ascendancy in this one early on. Neymar clips the free kick into the box to the back post. Casemiro tries to head it down. Thiago Silva will get there. Works the ball back and Lodgy. Casemiro. Challenges come flying in now. Montiel down. Messi explaining himself to the referee, and Lionel Scaloni starts up with the fourth official. You'd expect nothing less from a South American derby. Well, Montiel was the first to go down. Won the free kick from Tina. Certainly making the most of Casemiro's boot. There's a heavy touch from Cristian Romero, and he's very lucky to get away with it there, just skipping over the head of Richarlison, and instead he can set Argentina on their way. Here's Messi. Messi scampering forward, looks to cut inside onto his left, finds De Paul. De Paul looking for options, goes back to Messi. The boozing out around the Maracanã. Di Maria. Richarlison comes to help out Renan Lodgy. Di Maria tries to go through the middle of them. Richarlison wins it for Brazil and can bring it away. Messi steals back possession for Argentina. Here's Rodrigo De Paul. De Paul. Leandro Paredes. And here's Messi again. You can certainly feel the home advantage from the supporters. Messi loses out on the edge of the box. Neymar looks to bring it away, and Neymar wins a free kick on this occasion. Well, Messi's also down from the challenge on the edge of the box. There was no free kick given there. Leandro Paredes did give away a free kick, crunching in on Neymar, who's also down. The two number 10s with some of the early rough stuff, as you'd expect from the two outstanding talents, something they're very much used to, whether they're playing in South America or not. Neymar has got 3 goals against Argentina in his career from his C8 international goals. Last one coming in 2016. Messi's got 5, none of them coming in competitive action though. Cast your mind back to that awful hat-trick he scored in a friendly in the US. And Argentina may need Messi to break his competitive duck against Brazil tonight, if they in turn are going to end that long trophy drought. Here's Neymar. Finds Renan Lodgy. Back to Neymar. Rodrigo De Paul goes with him. De Paul wins the ball for Argentina. Certainly something which the midfield will be tasked with this evening. Lionel Scaloni will have seen what Luis Diaz did to that right side of Argentina, and no doubt will have given strict instructions to Angel Di Maria or Rodrigo De Paul to say, when Brazil are in attack, get over there and help Montiel. And Rodrigo De Paul does very well there. Lo Celso skips away from Casemiro, shoved in the back by Lucas Paquetá, wins a free kick. The free kicks, the fouls mounting up in the opening 17 minutes. And even just a handful of supporters have helped give this very much the feeling of a South American Clásico. Romero finds Paredes. Here's Messi. Messi forward into Di Maria. Di Maria lays it off for De Paul, who switches it over onto this near side for Acuna. Acuna opts to go back to Lo Celso rather than take on Danilo. Argentina patient in possession. Di Maria from deep, drops the shoulder, looks to go past Fred, and Fred does very well to hold him off and win possession for Brazil. Richarlison lays off looking for a free kick and eventually wins it. Alejandro Dominguez, president of CONMEBOL, watching. It's been a slightly fractious opening 19 minutes here in the Maracanã, and Esteban Ostojic just telling Neymar and Rodrigo de Paul to calm down. As the challenges come flying in, so too do the complaints to the officials. Not just from those 11 on either side on the pitch, but also on the touchlines. Increasingly difficult to officiate. And we saw Ostojic flash the cards in the quarterfinals. Played long again, chested down by Neymar. Richarlison takes the shot on, takes a deflection. Thankfully for Argentina, also took the pace off the shot that wasn't struck cleanly at all by Richarlison. Emi Martinez collects these. Brazil have posed the greater threat so far. Yet to really test Emi Martinez, but a couple of moments from those somewhat direct balls into the penalty area have caused Argentina problems, and that's poor by Acuna, gives the ball away. Danilo, Lucas Paquetá finds Neymar, looks for the returning, but once again Rodrigo de Paul snaps into the challenge, only for Argentina to give it away. Neymar on the edge, and this time Neymar wins a free kick. Rodrigo de Paul on this occasion comes into the challenge, sends Neymar flying, and Brazil have themselves a free kick. Neymar not happy at all with Marcos Acuna. Well, in fact, it's been not given us an offside there. Lucas Paquetá just come back from an offside position, so Rodrigo de Paul gets away with this one. And so does Marcos Acuna for just giving Neymar there a little clip as he was on the ground there, just letting him know he was there. Not appreciated at all by Brazil's number 10. De Paul. That's Marcos Acuna forward. Otamendi opts to go back to De Paul. Argentina just struggling to find a way through, but it's a long direct ball, and Di Maria's in behind. Di Maria over the goalkeeper. Di Maria gets Argentina in the lead. 21 minutes gone, and Angel Di Maria puts Argentina ahead in the Copa America final. The small amount of Argentines here in the stadium go wild. Brazil are behind. And Argentina once again are ahead, first and relatively early. Rodrigo de Paul goes direct. It's poor defensively by Renan Lodge. And look at that for a finish from Angel Di Maria. Back in the starting 11 after his impressive performances off the bench. And El Fideo scores a priceless goal here in the Copa America final. A delightful finish. Just sits up perfectly for Di Maria. You knew what he was going to do. Ederson off his goal line. And Di Maria with the perfect weighting just drops it over the goalkeeper's head and into the back of the net. Di Maria's last goal came as Argentina went out of the 2018 World Cup against France. What a time to get back up and running in the Albiceleste shirt. Many question the inclusion of Di Maria in Lionel Scaloni's squad ahead of the Copa America, let alone the starting 11 here. But the Paris Saint-Germain winger has provided some outstanding cameos from the bench in this tournament and has given Argentina the lead here. Somewhat against the run of play. It's worth remembering that Argentina's record in finals of late is absolutely appalling. Since lifting this title in 1993, their last trophy, they've lost 7 finals. Back-to-back Copas in 2016 and 2015. Of course, the World Cup final here at the Maracanã in 2014. Copa America 2007 and 2004 to Brazil. Confederations Cup in 2005 and in 1995. And in that time, Brazil have gone on and won 5 Copa Americas and a couple of World Cups. Midway through the first half here in Brazil, as Brazil 0, Argentina 1. Romero across the cover and clipped by Renan Lodge. Well, Argentina, not for the first time, are ahead in this tournament. And those in blue and white are enjoying themselves to the full. But there's a long way to go, and as we've seen, Argentina, whether against Brazil or even less position, have had a tendency once going ahead to really sit back. And you do wonder whether Scaloni's side have what it takes to keep out such a strong Brazil team for 90 minutes. Brazil on the front foot immediately. The shot comes in from distance. It's easy for Emi Martinez. The memories, of course, for Messi, Di Maria, among others, of those back-to-back Copa America final defeats to Chile at 15 and 16. Still linger, still hurt. The difference with this Copa America, and that is against Brazil in Brazil, Argentina come into this one as underdogs. That wasn't the case against Chile, where everyone expected Lionel Messi to be celebrating an international trophy finally with Argentina. It didn't happen. Many have questioned whether it will ever happen. This Copa America may be his best chance to do so. And the underdogs, however silly that may sound when you've got Lionel Messi on the pitch, are ahead here in Brazil. It's a wayward pass from Lucas Paquetá, who hopefully goes to ground looking for a free kick and then swats the hand away, offered to him by Leandro Paredes. Leandro Paredes, rarely completely innocent in these situations. Argentina need to settle. Montiel goes back and Neymar trots after the ball, but plenty of time for Romero to find Otamendi. Otamendi back to Emi Martinez, and Argentina will be happy to keep the ball. Brazil from the start have pressed Argentina very high up the pitch. We saw Chiche actually being caught up on the margins, just telling his players just to lay off a little bit, put the pressure on the midfield once Argentina come forward, but just wonder how the impact of going behind may have on Brazil. They've looked so comfortable for large parts, not just of this tournament, but throughout the last couple of years, certainly when they come up against South American opposition. 1-0 wins against Chile and Peru in the quarter-finals and semi-finals, and even when they were put under pressure with 10 men against Chile and in the second half against Peru, they were able to see that out relatively comfortably. Di Maria finds Messi, clips it onto this near side for Acuna. Acuna clips it to the other side for Di Maria. Di Maria onto his left foot, looking for an option. Di Maria shoots, takes a deflection and almost drops for Lautaro Martinez. Marquinhos reacts to clear. But when Argentina do get forward, they are asking some questions of that Brazilian backline. A Brazilian backline that you have to give credit to. We may think about Brazilian football and Jogo Bonito and how well they play offensive. The likes of Neymar carrying on the tradition that we'd associate with Ronaldinho and with Pelé. But this Chiche side as well have a real defensive resoluteness about them that enable them to sit games. And now we have to see another side to Chiche's Brazil, one that can chase from behind. Play on the far side. Chiche still barking instructions. This was the shot from Di Maria. Marquinhos getting there ahead of Lautaro Martinez. Just took a touch from Thiago Silva and almost dropped to the Inter striker. Lautaro Martinez coming back into form as well during this Copa America. A huge boost for Argentina. 3 goals in the last 3 games. Just when many were beginning to question whether Lautaro was still the man to lead the attack for Argentina. The goals against Ecuador and then against Colombia have firmly answered that question. Messi finds Lo Celso, back to Messi, and Messi finds Acuna in space, but Danilo gets across to intercept. Now, Lucas Paquetá, one of those Brazil players that seems to have been really targeted by Argentina as soon as he gets the ball. Seems like 2 shirts immediately on him to prevent him having the kind of impact we've seen since he came into the team. The Lyon midfielder, one of those coming into the tournament that maybe some wouldn't have included in their Brazil 11, but it's been absolutely outstanding. Lo Celso. Is Romero. Paredes. And drop back off to Christian Romero. Well, it's been a dream opening half an hour for Argentina so far. Restricted Brazil to very little. And most importantly of all, have their goal. Emi Martinez taking a bit of a risk there and gives the ball away. Casemiro finds Fred. Fred looking again for Everton. Can't get there, and Argentina bring the ball away. Hearts in mouths there for Argentina supporters. Emi Martinez, but here's Messi coming back the other way. Messi still gets away from Marquinhos, takes the shot on and flashes it just wide of the post. Marquinhos may be doing just enough to put Messi off. Messi looks to Esteban Ostojic, looking for a free kick. And Brazil come back the other way. Neymar this time wins a free kick from Leandro Paredes, and Paredes is going to be booked. End-to-end stuff here in the Maracanã. And we have our second yellow card of the game. Leandro Paredes and Fred, 1 yellow card apiece. No questions. Paredes catching Neymar as he makes his way towards the edge of the box. And a free kick in a very dangerous position for Brazil. Juan Cuadrado scored from a free kick in the 4th place playoff for Colombia yesterday evening. We've had 3 direct free kicks scored in this year's Copa America. 2, the other 2, on that left foot of Lionel Messi. Can Neymar add himself to that list? just left of centre, so favours footer certainly. Neymar, Casemiro, Lucas Paquetá all stand around it. 4 in the Argentina wall, 1 behind. It will be Neymar into the wall. And the ball breaks for Brazil. Danilo goes back and tries to deliver into the box. Lautaro Martinez almost gets there. Danilo recovers. And Casemiro is able to clip it into Spain. Everton loses the ball. Di Maria can look to break away. Unable to get past Renan Lodge on this occasion. Neymar turns. Looks to give and go with Lucas Paquetá. Unable to get it back. And Argentina direct again. Rodrigo de Paul finds Lautaro Martinez and he can't quite bring it under his spell. Well, Rodrigo de Paul just providing that outlet for Argentina, as we saw for the goal. Patient in possession ordinarily, but when they are able to take forward, Argentina looking for that direct ball over the top of the Brazilian back four. Lucas Paquetá tries to take on Acuna, unable to do so and gives away a free kick. Here's the aerial view of that goal again. Renan Lodge won't want to watch it too many times. Very poor defending from the Atletico Madrid man. Had to make it there. His missed clearance allowing Di Maria to break in behind. And Di Maria made the finish look oh so simple. 10 minutes until half-time here at the Maracanã. Argentina lead Brazil by 1-0. Last time Argentina scored in a final was the 2004 Copa America final. They ended up losing on penalties to Brazil that night. Heartbreak for Argentina on that occasion. Adriano scoring very late equaliser to force it to penalties. There's Di Maria again, and he can't quite get the ball, and then Di Maria's pulled up, clutching his ankle, and he looks in considerable pain. And Argentina have seen this one before. Di Maria, when he's having a real impact in the game, pulling up with an injury. Always seems to be the case for Angel Di Maria when he's arguably playing his best football for Argentina. Suffers some kind of injury. Well, Brazil just want to get on with things. Di Maria's off the pitch, but this is a worrying sight for Argentina because there's no one around him as he just tries to get onto this ball. See as their foot just gets caught in the turf and immediately pulls up. Well, the goal again. VAR was just checking potential offside. Just on there as he timed it to perfection on the shoulder of Renan Lodge. But jubilation could turn to heartbreak for Angel Di Maria if his night's over here. Still off the pitch. Argentina down to 10. Montiel heads that one back to Emi Martinez. And Argentina are going to want to find out if Di Maria is ready to continue or not soonish. You do not want to be playing against Brazil with 10 men if you don't have to be. Nicolas Gonzalez, of course, one of the options, but wouldn't really play in the same way Di Maria has been on that right-hand side. Papu Gomez Another one who's impressed during the group stage. Di Maria is back on the pitch. Gave a little sprint to charge down Ederson there. We'll have to keep an eye on whether he has truly recovered. Brazil hammer that one down the pitch. If Di Maria has recovered, then those Argentine physios have certainly earned their keep, hasn't he? Looked almost certain that Di Maria would be limping out. The goal scorer on and at the top of your screen now. Nilo. Under pressure from Messi, manages to get the ball back to Marquinhos. Here's Fred. Lays it off for Thiago Silva. Renan Lodji. Renan Lodji's forced all the way back to Ederson. Argentina doing a good job once they're back into position defensively. See there how that four-row midfielders, as soon as it's played forward, Montiel surges forward to put the pressure on Neymar and wins it for Argentina. Here's Lo Celso. Strides forward, doesn't have many options with him, and eventually finds Acuna. And Acuna twisting away, is pulled back there by Lucas Paquetá, who's had a frustrating 40 minutes. Silly free kick to give away by Paquetá. Hand on the shoulder of Acuna. And Argentina take it quickly. Acuna looked to cut away from Richarlison, could have got away from the Everton forward. And Richarlison in turn tries to win the free kick and eventually does so. As Acuna, just as he did with Neymar, reminds Richarlison of exactly where he is. Angel Di Maria looks to be okay to carry on. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Di Maria's goal the difference here in the Copa America final. Casemiro. Danilo. Drifting over onto this side. Romero goes with him. And he snaps into the challenge to halt Neymar's progress. It's going to be throw to Brazil right down in this near corner. Certainly Christian Romero answered a lot of questions about his fitness so far. 41.5 minutes we've played here. And then Lodji heads it down into the box. Everton to get the shots away. It's blocked. And again, easy for Emi Martinez, who gives a little fist pump to his defenders. Always going to be questions about the Argentina defence. But so far, they've stuck to their task and limited Brazil, limited Neymar. The other question, in terms of trying to frustrate and limit Brazil, was whether Argentina had that midfield enforcer who could do the job on Neymar. We saw Wilmer Barrios do a terrific job for Colombia in their group phase game. Argentina don't have a player like Barrios sitting at the midfield. For all of Leandro Paredes' qualities, it's not something that he does. So too Rodrigo de Paul. And yet so far, Neymar hasn't had the greatest influence on this final. Everton. Here's Richarlison. Crosses, flashes right across the face, and Montiel puts it behind for a corner. Two minutes until the break. Argentina need to see this one out as Brazil put the pressure on. It's the first corner of the game. Neymar to take. options to aim at. Marquinhos, Thiago Silva. Marquinhos already scored in this Copa America in the opener against Venezuela. Both he, Thiago Silva, Richarlison, Casemiro also scored from a corner against Colombia, that dramatic late winner. Neymar swings it in, headed on, almost through to the back post. It's behind for a goal kick. Thiago Silva and Richard attack that near post area, win the initial header. Can't find a teammate at the back post. Lautaro Martinez wins the header and Messi tries to nick the ball from Fred. Thiago Silva. Argentina just moving up 10 yards or so to put pressure on Brazil in their own half and almost winning possession. Leandro Paredes on a yellow card comes into that challenge. Thought he won a throw. Goes Brazil's way as we approach the 45 minutes. Lo Celso, De Paul, turns nicely and finds Di Maria in space. Di Maria, Messi, Lo Celso, looks for the return to Messi through the legs and it's run through to Ederson. Just for a moment there, it looked as though Messi would latch on to that. Only one additional minute here in the Maracanã. We're already halfway through it. Could there be a final opportunity for Brazil as they come forward? Danilo, forced infield to Casemiro. Casemiro has to go back to Thiago Silva. Fred. Renan Lodgi can cross from the left, does so. Otamendi's there, clears well. High up into the air, Casemiro wins the header to keep things ticking over for Brazil. Esteban Ostojic looks at his watch, and there's the half-time whistle. Well, it's been feisty, it's been dramatic, hasn't been too many chances, but all that really matters is the scoreline, and it's Argentina 1, Brazil 0 in this Copa America final. Angel Di Maria with the only goal of the game so far.